Hi, welcome to our video. Today we're going to be talking about Vasco da Gama and how he changed the world. Vasco da Gama is one of those names that stands out in history. Born between 1460 and 1469 in Sines, Portugal, he came from a family with a solid noble background. His father, Estevão da Gama, was a knight and a commander, which gave Vasco access to education and a head start in navigation skills. When he was about 37 years old, he was chosen to lead one of the most ambitious missions in Portuguese history, finding a sea route to India. This was during the time when Portugal was desperate to bypass the overland trade routes controlled by the Ottoman Empire. King Manuel I gave Vasco the job, even though Vasco didn't have much experience with such a monumental task. His expedition began on July 8, 1497, from Lisbon. He commanded a fleet of 4 ships, the São Gabriel, São Rafael, the Berrio, and the Store ship. To avoid dangerous currents in the Gulf of Guinea, he took a long detour to the South Atlantic. After months of rough seas, they finally rounded the Cape of Good Hope in November of 1497, a feat that had already been attempted by others like Bartolomeu Diaz, but never followed through to India. The crew faced enormous challenges along the way. Scurvy devastated them, and they had to stop multiple times along the coast of Africa to recover. One notable stop was Mozambique, where they had to encounter locals who initially mistook the Portuguese for Muslim traders. But when they realized Vasco's crews were Christians, tensions rose, and it became clear that this mission wouldn't be smooth sailing.
After Mozambique, Vasco da Gama and his crew pressed on. In May 1498, they finally arrived at Calicut on the southwestern coast of India. This was a historic moment, the first time a European fleet had reached India by sea, but it wasn't exactly a grand success. The local rulers were curious but unimpressed with the goods Vasco presented for trade. The spices, jewels, and wealth of India far outclassed the Portuguese offerings. Moreover, Arab merchants who dominated the trade routes were happy to see new competition. While Vasco managed to secure some spices, he failed to establish strong trade ties on his first trip. Despite these setbacks, when Vasco returned to Portugal in 1499, he was hailed as the hero. The voyage had proven that a sea route to India was possible. This breakthrough transformed Portugal into a global trading powerhouse, opening up direct access to the spice trade and establishing colonial footholds in Asia and Africa. The Vasco da Gama legacy is complex. While he achieved something remarkable, his voyages also marked the beginning of European colonialism in these regions. This brought wealth and power to Portugal, but caused significant exploitation and upheaval in the societies they encountered. Ultimately, Vasco da Gama changed the world both for better and for worse.
Thanks for watching our video, and I hope you learned a lot about Vasco da Gama. See you next time.